When was the last time you really needed to be alone? When was the last time you really needed to be alone? What is the difference between loneliness and solitude? What is the difference between loneliness and solitude? When was the last time you felt truly welcomed? When was the last time you felt truly welcomed? How do you feel about the idea of others celebrating you? How do you feel about the idea of others celebrating you? And if you haven't already, just take a moment to just drop into this space that you're in now. See if you can become just a little bit more present and aware of the space around you. Maybe seeing if you can drop a little heavier into your seat. You may find you want to adjust your position. Feel free to lay down or stand up for this meditation. Just make sure you're truly comfortable right where you are. I begin by feeling the air against your skin. Noticing if it's cool or warm. Noticing if there's movement to the air or if it's still. Even bringing that into a body scan, noticing how the air touches your feet. Noticing how the air touches your legs, your knees, your hips. Noticing the difference of the air hitting your skin directly and the air that you can feel between yourself and your clothing. Noticing how the air hits your arms, your hands. Noticing the air against your neck, chin, your cheeks, forehead. Then feeling the space all around. Perhaps now giving up a little bit more of your weight into the surface that you're sitting on. Even feeling that this air, this space all around you even supports your ability to stay upright so that you don't have to give quite so much effort. Finding any place of tension, perhaps allowing the air around that part of your body to brush that tension aside. I find that even if the air around you is very still, that if you can become more still, you may feel small movements in that air. You can feel it brushing away any last bit of tension in every part of you. Now start to notice that air as it enters your lungs, in your nostrils. You might feel it in your throat. Noticing your whole torso expanding, your belly, to your rib cage. Noticing both the front and back of you, expanding to allow full breath there. Noticing both the front and the back of you contracting to completely exhale that same breath of air. Perhaps on your next exhale, allowing yourself a deep sigh. To release your day. And right now, right here, just bring to your mind's eye an image of the Six of Wands tarot card as you remember it. No need to get every detail. Just notice the first things that come to mind. Maybe it's simply an energy of the card that's related to some keywords you've learned. Maybe it's the image of a person or more than one person that you remember being depicted on this card. Maybe there's one or more animals. Perhaps there's just 6 wands in your memory of this card. If you like, you can continue just like this. If you prefer, you can also bring your gaze lightly to the Six of Wands tarot card in front of you or on the screen. And just take in this image. If you can forget everything you've learned, everything you know, and just notice what you see here, what it brings up in you. How does it make you feel? What memories does it bring to mind? Who or what in this image most reflects you in your life right now? Who or what in this image would you like to be? This month, we're exploring the sixes as the pattern of their suits. 6 represents a state of equilibrium or contentment. The 6s depict the rhythms, predictable patterns that emerge when the element of the suit is at rest. The suit of Wands relates to the element of fire. The element of fire relates to movement, to passion, and to one's sense of identity. Your inner fire is what drives you to be seen and to make some small or large impact on the world around you. And the intention of this meditation on the Six of Wands is to open to the deep sense of welcome and belonging that the universe offers to you. Take a moment now to set your own intention, to open your heart and your mind to any insights that may arise just for you. Now I invite you, when you're ready, to bring to mind a memory, a moment when you felt the need to be alone. Just allow this memory to come to you naturally. Nothing specific comes to mind. Simply remember that feeling. What does it feel like to need to be alone? As best as you can, build this scene around you. Of you finding a place to be alone. Where do you go to? Imagine the space now, perhaps remembering the colors, or the smells, or the sounds of this place. Feel free in your mind's eye to sit or stand or walk, whatever it is that you need to do. You need to be alone. Whatever it is you do for yourself. And as you experience this place in your memory or in your imagination, just let your mind recall what brought you here. What was it that made you, that led you to need solitude? Was it a specific event or a series of moments? Just an internal feeling that guided you to retreat? Allow yourself to feel whatever arises, and whatever comes up for you. Perhaps you remember feeling lonely. Perhaps you remember feeling peace. Maybe a mixture of both. Just let yourself sit with these feelings, just giving them acknowledgement. Remembering a feeling, you may be finding that some part of it still flows around inside you to this day. Or perhaps you notice feeling that arises in any situation when you feel the need to be alone. Maybe it's just a part of you that sends you this message. Now, in this environment where you find yourself in right now, allow yourself to find a path of some kind. It can be a real path that exists in this memory or a path that you create in your own mind just for this meditation. And as you head down this path, notice you're still enjoying your solitude, maybe just beginning to enjoy your solitude. Moving the body can move the emotions. So as you walk down this path, or skip down this path, however you'd like to move, find that that feeling that you were sitting with is also transforming. You may be feeling that rather than needing to be alone, that you're simply enjoying being. Head down this path, not knowing where it will lead you. Even if it's a familiar path that you've walked down, perhaps it will lead to somewhere you don't expect. Again, noticing what you see walking down this path, what colors, what shapes, what forms. Noticing what you smell or hear, and how the air feels against your skin as you move. To walk down this path from loneliness to solitude. Feel the freedom that comes from being alone but not lonely. Perhaps solitude itself becomes your companion, offering you time and space to connect with yourself. In your mind's eye, look up at the path ahead of you, seeing it stretched out. And see that it leads into a place of welcome. Whatever that is for you. How do you recognize this from afar? There are smells that welcome you. Sounds. Maybe some movement or sight along the path. Down at the end. As you continue forward now, you know that you're enjoying your solitude, but you no longer need it. There may not be people at the end of this path, but if there is, that'll be okay. And as you get closer, notice that the path itself begins to welcome you. Perhaps the ground beneath your feet feels a little softer, as if it's embracing each footstep. Perhaps there's a rustling of leaves or the sound of water. Gently whispering, hello and welcome to you. Begin to feel that every part of this world is rejoicing your presence. Imagining even the smallest details. Perhaps a few blades of grass along the side of the path are so happy to see you. Perhaps there's branches of trees, or maybe an animal joins you along the path or runs up to greet you and walk you the rest of the way. Perhaps you smell something, your favorite food being prepared in the distance. Perhaps the voice of someone you love. And when you're ready, just allow yourself to arrive at the end of this path. You are truly welcomed. This may be an image you can see, just something you can feel. It might be sounds, smells that make you particularly feel welcome. You're on Mother Earth. Allow yourself to fully receive the love and recognition of just being celebrated for who you are, not for anything you've done. As we get ready to transition out of this meditation, just take a few moments to soak in the feeling of feeling truly welcomed and appreciated. Allowing that to fill your heart and your mind. Knowing that this place of welcome is always within you and available when you need it. When you're ready, begin very slowly to bring your awareness back to your physical reality, physical surroundings. You may just start with taking a slightly deeper breath. Remembering the air that is around you now. You may start at first to just find some small movements in your fingers and your toes. Taking as long as you need so that you can bring whatever peace or tranquility you may have found back into the present moment with you. When you're ready, you may want to flutter your eyes open so that help you adjust to the light. You may want to take a stretch or yawn or a drink of water. Whatever helps you to get ready for the next step of your day.